Namaskar, my friends. So far, I have been making this video, Career Guidance with Satish Mode, in Hindi. I got lot of feedback that I should also make these videos in English. So I talked to some of them and I felt that yes, there is a need to make some videos in English also. So what I am going to do is, so far past 6 videos which I have made in Hindi, I will summarize them in English so that all those who are watching this video will be at par with what has so far happened in those 6 videos. And this is the trend I will continue in future videos. After every couple of videos, I will make one video in English and I will summarize the message which I gave in Hindi also in English. So friends, to begin with, the first question is why we need career guidance. We need career guidance because there is so much noise around us and there is so much pressure of friends, parents and society that we should become something. We have to follow certain path, certain career. Otherwise, people around us don't respect us and we go into depression. Many a times we choose a career based on influences of our relatives and friends, and after some time we realize that this was not a right career choice, and that time we think that it is too late to make a change in our career. I would like to give this story of my life so that you know that how career guidance at the right time would help you in shaping your career. When I was young, I always wanted to become a Hindi poet because I attended some Kavi Sammelans of very good Hindi poets in my childhood. When I was reading Hindi books, I studied in Hindi medium. So when I read those Hindi books, Maithili Sharan Gupta, Suryakant Tripathi, Nirala and so many others, I wanted to become like them. So it was in my mind that I will become a Hindi poet. So after 8th in my time, 9th, 10th, 11th was the time when you choose whether you will go into arts or science. I chose to sit in Hindi class, in arts class, so that I can take Hindi as a major in my undergraduate and graduate courses. But after some time, the principal contacted my father and told him that this boy looks to be intelligent and good. Why he is sitting in arts? You know, sometimes in those days, people used to think that anyone who can become an engineer should become an engineer. Why should you waste your talent taking social sciences or humanities subject? This is not true today, but in those days that was the thinking. So my father said, okay, if you think that is all right, you take him to science classes. And so I became engineer. I did my master's degree in engineering and I joined a very large airline, Air India, in engineering department and became an aircraft maintenance engineer. But within 2, 3, 4 years time, I realized that though it pays well and I get to go around the world, but I am not really happy just interacting with machines. So I took admission into MBA program in Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, which was one of the premier institution, which is still the premier institution in our country and especially in Mumbai. And I did my 3 years part-time MBA in finance there. And I liked the subject so much that I continued my studies and I did my PhD in strategic management. And then one of my faculty members said that you have a good relationship with students. Why don't you become a faculty? And so I became a visiting faculty in Bajaj as well as Narsi Munji Institute of Management Studies. Since 1995, I have been teaching there. So I used to do my engineering work during the daytime, and many days in the evening or on weekends, I will go to Bajaj or Narsi Munji to take classes, and I was enjoying my life. Then sometime around when lots of court cases were going on, and I used to watch news very with lot of interest. I found that that most of the top positions in the country are occupied by lawyers. So I thought that after retirement from Air India, I should become a lawyer. So I did my 3 years LLB, and I passed with flying colors, and I thought that I will become a lawyer, but so far I have not started practicing. So this is the way our life goes on. Most of you will, those who have reached my age will agree that this is the way their life moved, and if somebody would have actually understood or advise them that this is your true nature, and maybe the line which you are currently following is not really good for you, you would have avoided many stressful situations and you would have lived more happily enjoying your career. So then I thought that it is very important to have a career guidance in life, and I was wondering how I can give any contribution in this line. Fortunately, since 1985, one of my friend introduced me to Gita Gyan Yagya of Swami Chinmayanand. And till he was alive, I used to attend every year his one chapter Gita Gyan Yagya about around a week. And after he was no more, I started reading lot of books on Bhagavad Gita, their commentaries, volume 1. Some commentaries will be of one book, some will be of 3 volumes, some will be of 9 volumes, like Swami Dayanand Saraswati's Gita Home Study Course. And you will be surprised to know that I read some 32 such commentaries. And then suddenly one thought struck to me that what Krishna is doing in Bhagavad Gita is giving Arjun a career guidance, that out of anxiety and out of panic attack, Arjun doesn't want to fight this war. Whereas he is a warrior, he is the main fighter for Pandav army, and he says that no, I don't want to fight a war, I want to become a sannyasi. So in 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, the dialogue between Krishna and Arjun moves in such a way that at the end of 18th chapter, Arjun says that yes, what you are saying is right, I am a warrior and I am ready to fight this war. So I said that if we study Bhagavad Gita from this perspective, then what was the method adopted by Krishna in telling Arjuna to make him aware of his true potential so that he could act based on his true nature? And there I discovered this Triguna framework, because right in the beginning, in 2nd chapter, Krishna tells Arjuna that we all think that I am the doer, but actually it is Sattva, Rajas, Tamas Guna which make us do everything. And then I started doing lot of research, and based on that I have developed a framework which is called Triguna Energy Quotient, and based on that I have developed Rajasic, Sattvic, Tamasic Personality Quotient, RSTPQ, and using these two framework, now on satishmode.com, my website, when you go do this TEQ test, you can go for RST Personality Report, Career Guidance Report, and Leadership Style Report. The whole framework has been explained on the website itself in great detail, but in these videos I will try to explain some of these factors in detail. I will just pick up one example from my past videos to explain what is Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic Guna. We all drive a car, and when we go and sit in the car and we switch on the engine, it is the steering which takes us to the right direction and to our destination. So this steering acts like a Sattvic Guna. We all know what is right and wrong in our life because of this spirituality, this Adhyatma, this Sattvic Guna in us. So we know in which direction we have to go and what we need to do. But the energy of doing this, we get it from that engine and the accelerator of the car, which is the Rajas Guna, the emotions, the ambitions, the aspirations in us forces us to move in certain direction. So when we are sitting in the car, steering wheel is the Sattvic Guna, this accelerator is the Rajas Guna. But if the brake is not there, you cannot drive the car. You will immediately meet with an accident and you can endanger others' lives as well as yours. So I say that this brake in the car is like tamas guna. As such, people describe tamas guna as inertia. Inertia, I also call it resistance to change. We don't want to go for any change. There are so many motivational speakers, there are so many people, they are talking about how to overcome resistance to change. But I would say that resistance to change is also a part of our life, because when we are in overdrive and if we don't use the brake and we don't control the direction through a steering wheel, we will not reach safely to our destination. So using this framework of Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic Guna, the steering, the accelerator and the brake, we acquire a lot of skill, we choose the direction in which we should go, and using this same framework, I have developed this career guidance with Satish Mode, these video shows, that when you watch them, you understand that what is your combination of this guna, what is your true nature, and based on that, what career you should go for. Thank you. Namaste.